life goes on and you have to cope. I think that's, you have to change the way you live.
The liaison officer put us in contact with the Road Victims Trust. They became a very big part of our lives in supporting us as a whole family.
The RVT would come to my house, my counsellor would come to my house every week, and it would give me a solid hour to either scream or cry, or I could say really how I was feeling, and it really does, you know, lift that heavy weight of grief and frustration and anger and all those things that come along with something feeling so unfair.
In the real world, we were sort of like a pressure cooker, because you couldn't release it to family and friends, or we didn't want to, but with Frances you could, so you could release all that pent up emotion, which is obviously the best way to be, really.
Yeah.
I would find myself just sort of spilling out my whole week with her of emotions of how I'd felt and what I'd had going on in my head and was I okay, and before I knew it, it was very comfortable.
It was just a really solid experience, and for sure has changed my future without question. And it's changed not just the bereavement counselling, it's changed every part of my world.
I could feel within myself and the steps that I were making that it was something that I very much needed.
As time goes on, you do improve, and life does sort of like have hope and meaning again.
Without them, I can quite honestly say I don't think I would be where I am today, and us as a family where we are as today. Their support was unbelievable.
When you lose somebody, you lose everything. I certainly did. I had no money coming in. Gary was the breadwinner. So the thought of then having to try and get counselling or something like that, I just couldn't afford it. So to be able to use the Road Victims Trust and they provide that service free of charge, it was just unbelievable.
They don't charge any money or anything. They're there for the families. They go to the coroners, everything, you know, and they do it all free, but they rely on donations to be able to provide this service to families such as ourselves.
It's an absolute must to have the Road Victims Trust involved.
We know if we pick the phone up, they're there again.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just for that period of time, it's forever.
When I look back to the beginning and I now see us as a family and the fact that we do smile together and we do laugh together, and Lauren continues to be very much part of our life daily.
You know, we still miss the little fella, wish he was here, but you know, he'd want us to be happy, and we are.